You got plenty of me. They're here for you. I'm just a sideshow.
You're a guest, Mom. You're featured. I took notes.
I did not.
I know. I got
a lot of notes.
Couple pages. Mom and I watched the This Is Us season finale. Yeah. Season 4.
I think so.
Now we're going to talk about it because what else are we doing? This Is Us. We watched the last 2 episodes together 2 days ago. So I took some notes so we could remember. The second to last episode was the After the Fire episode, which is where we saw...
And you didn't want to watch it for days and days and days because it was going to hurt your heart.
Pumpkin!
Pumpkin's heart's hurting too.
And it did hurt my heart, Mom. That was rough watching Randall live through all of these different scenarios where what would have happened if...
But you can't what if all the time or else you wind up driving yourself crazy.
But it was good.
It was good. It was a good episode.
Do you want to talk about anything from that episode?
Randall went to a counselor and he was supposed to give his, if your dad hadn't died, what would you have expected your relationship to be with like him? And no matter how he cut it and diced it, he always made his mom to be not that wonderful of a person then.
Yeah, and then the therapist pointed out you always redeem your mom in the end.
Right.
Have you not redeemed her yet?
And he realized he had not.
And then he called her and guilted her into doing the...
Alzheimer's treatment.
Yeah.
Yes.
You seem darker than me. Maybe
that's
just
because I'm so tan.
Okay.
And he was always the hero in the what ifs.
He was always the hero. Yeah. Oh, that bit where both of us shouted because the therapist was like, have you confronted your mother about this? And we're like, whoa! She went there! Yeah, and then we talked about the phone call where he guilted her into staying.
Yes.
Just outrageous. I feel like that tactic was dirty and wrong.
I agree. He had said he would accept whatever she said. He did not accept it. He went in and twisted it around and got his way.
Do you think you would do that?
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Me too. I don't think I could do that.
No.
I don't think I could be like, for me, Mom, you've got to go do this.
No.
You have to do this study so that I feel better about myself.
No. Even when Cynthia was in her cancer, I would ask her specific things like, did you want this? And she would yes or no it. And if she didn't want it, by golly, I wasn't giving it to her.
Exactly. I feel like that's important, is to still give them their own choice. And Miguel's looks. Miguel, when he just kept looking at her through the season finale. Season finale, Strangers, Part 2, which is because the first part was, episode 1 of the season was called Strangers, so the Part 2 is the season finale. In the commercial, which we saw because we watched the end of the last one, you heard the baby doctor singing Blue Skies, and you saw Kate's son, Jack, groan. He's one of our favorites.
He is one of our favorites.
He hasn't had time to mess anything up yet, so we like him a lot. Yeah, so we were very excited.
He's very talented.
Oh my gosh, he's so talented. He's so talented, and he's so nice. So I'm just going to go through these notes, and you're going to be like, yeah. Jack's girl pregnant. We learned that at end of first episode.
Yeah, we really like his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Are they girlfriends or are they married?
I think they're married now. I don't know. We'll hopefully see way more of them later on. Yeah. Because he was just born this season. I mean,
I know.
You can't expect him to grow up too fast.
He's so but I love grown up him. They keep trying to do so many things in the future where it's like, can you sustain this? Can you continue to show glimpses 35 years in the future and like we're just gonna pretend like modern, like the medicine doesn't modernize and phones don't modernize, like this is fine, this is where we plateau as a society. They can't keep spinning in all those future ones.
Well, like last season you saw the mom in bed and you're like, how old is she, how many years is this from, and then you saw a glimpse of it again. But like you don't see any types of like medical equipment around her. They're like, let's just pretend that doesn't exist, that's not part of our future, it's fine. Because we don't really know what it's going to look like. So we'll just leave it like this.
So I keep thinking they can't keep showing us more of the future ones.
But they all dress like
it's all the same,
and stuff is all done so good. The people on there should get lots of awards, I'm just saying.
I know. The design is so beautiful. Like the colors of the sets usually match the costume design. The makeup's always gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the hair.
It's not just the acting that you watch for.
It's gorgeous. It's all done so well. Okay. So we see that she's pregnant, which we learned at the end of the first episode when we saw adult Jack.
Right.
Which was a wild ride for you and I as we kept yelling, who's this person? Who's this person? Which is what we did again in this one, because then I have a note, guy and girl with a horse, 2 question marks.
Because we were trying to figure out who it was.
I don't even remember who that was. Oh, it was the doctor that went, okay, yeah.
That was the doctor that gave the triplets.
No.
It wasn't?
The guy and the girl, the doctor, later on, he's like, okay, honey, I've got to go into the office. And he's the office, he's the doctor, and he's the doctor that sees Madison.
Oh.
Why did they show us the horses then?
I don't know.
Why'd they give us that much background on this?
Probably they're going to entwine all these other things. I don't know.
And whatever happened to that girl from back home with Nikki?
Oh, well, we saw a very small glimpse of her in that one because...
yeah, he said, it's Kevin, he's been sober a year. And she was like, huh.
Yes. Yeah, because I thought they were going to get together.
Me too. Whatever happened to her? We spent a lot of time on her background.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Guy and girl at art gallery, double question mark. Oh yeah, and then we were shouting, who's this girl? Who's this girl? Because they wouldn't tell us, and then they'd go back. And so we were trying to figure out these new people. Hi, Glitter. Do you have opinions too?
She always has opinions.
And then we see the contractions for Jack's girl.
Yes.
And I said, who's driving? Not Jack, not the girl.
Can't be Jack because he's blind.
No one's explained that. So then we realize we come back to our people, back in our present. It's Jack's first birthday, and everybody's coming in. Everybody lives in LA except the Pearson. No, yeah, the Pearsons.
Right.
Randall's family is flying
East Coast.
Yeah, and everybody else is there. And then we find out that Jack's having a little girl. Flash again into the future. And then we flash back to the past of the Big Three's first birthday, and you realize that Rebecca still has a lot of emotions because she had that miscarriage that nobody ever talks about.
No, but you see a glimpse of it, a small glimpse of it.
Yeah.
And how Jack actually says, I think about him too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really the first time he's acknowledged it after the fact.
Yeah. And then they go in to see the doctor. And that was Dr. K.
Mm-hmm.
It is Dr. K, isn't it? Because that's why they got the Kevin, Kate, and Kyle.
He was Kyle, yeah.
And so they went in and see him, and then he sings them the Bluebird song. And that was cute. That whole idea of this circle.
It was very touching.
Yeah. And then we're back at the party. The party for baby Jack. Rebecca tells Kevin and Kate and Randall that her and Miguel did research. They're going to go ahead and do the study.
And go to St. Louis for the study.
Yeah, but they never say, Randall said this. They're like, this is our idea. This is what we want to do. And then Randall's like, yeah, I don't know how they thought of this.
Yeah, he tries to play it like, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, Randall, you were all over it.
Yeah, Randall.
Manipulating your mother like that.
And then the fact that nobody's gonna be like, Randall called her. I don't know why they all decided, let's make this a secret. That seems worse.
I agree.
If she had been like, Randall changed my mind, then they would have just been upset with Randall. But the fact that they tried to cover it up is, I don't like that.
She really doesn't like the children fighting.
And then we have where you shouted, Miguel's look!
I know!
Because he's so sad.
He knows it's coming. It's gonna be a sad time when she's gone.
But like you said, whenever we see her die, she doesn't die until like 15 years in the future. I mean, Kevin's grayed by the time she's finally passing away, and his kids are grown.
Yeah, but we don't know for sure if the kid that we saw was the kid that Madison had, or if it's the kid from the other girl.
Do you think he has all 3 of them?
I don't know.
Okay, we're skipping ahead. We haven't told them yet about the twins.
Oh yeah, sorry.
They don't know. I hope they've seen it.
If not, we just spoiled it.
Yeah. So then you see the girl at the art gallery leave early. Later on, we realize that's because she's the sister of Jack.
Yes, the adopted sister.
Because Kate and
Toby,
thank you, have decided to adopt. And I got really excited.
Because it was hard on Kate the first time.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do it a second time. Yeah. Adoption's good.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
The Pearsons have a good track record with adoptions.
They do.
That's cute. I like that.
And she's so good to her brother. I mean, she like books out of that art gallery and she makes it to the hospital and she's like, I gotta be there. And we didn't understand who she was or what the connection was until she was there. It was good.
Oh, and when Kate and Toby put up his picture on the NICU Hall of Fame.
His 1 year anniversary, yeah.
That was cute.
That was at the very end.
Yeah, it was more like, I think, halfway with all these notes.
Because Beth goes to everyone, hurry up, let's get out of the house. I know Randall's going to blow it. Hurry. Kevin's going to beat him.
Because Kevin realizes, you see the house, everybody's still there for celebrations. And Beck repeats the same line that Randall had said earlier. And Kevin's like, I think Randall has something to do with this. I'm going to go fight him. And then leaves. And that's when Beth's like, we got to go. Come on, Beck. Grab your stuff. We're going. We're getting out of the house. We don't want to be here.
Once again, Beth is the rock getting everyone through this. Yeah.
My loves. So they leave. And then you have Kevin and Randall confronting each other. And then Randall takes off. And Madison shows up. And Madison tells Kevin, hey, I'm pregnant.
And it's got to be yours. Didn't expect that bombshell.
No. And then we find out it's twins.
Yes.
So now his whole brain switched from like attacking his brother to like, oh girl, like this is gonna be it.
Yeah.
And then
2 big things going on in his brain at the same time.
And then he walks outside and Randall comes back and is like, I can't walk away from this. And then they say horrible, horrible things that they can't take back.
Right.
These were big boy words. Oh, also, I'm really sad that Madison said to him, I'm sorry about the pregnancy.
Oh, yes.
That was sad.
She shouldn't be sorry.
No. And then she says, I'm a complete stranger to you, which is more of why I think they titled it Strangers Part 2.
Oh, that's a good thought.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then you see Nikki telling him congrats. You see that girl come in, and that's it. And then you see Kevin's ex-wife looking at the new perfume ad and laughing.
Because it's Kevin.
Yeah. And that's it. Like, you don't see any more of her. And then Kevin comes back inside after like totally dissing his brother. Randall leaves and he's like, I'm all in. Let's do this. Let's raise some kids.
Yeah.
And then we flash to the future where we see Mom on her deathbed again.
Yeah.
And we realize that Kevin not only calls in one kid, but a second kid. So we can imagine they're the twins. Yeah. So then I think it's just Madison. I don't think he ever gets back with the other girl.
You could be right. I don't know. I'm not a writer on there, but they always throw these little curveballs on me, and I'm like, dang, they handled that so well.
I know. And we're the little girl. Like, why do we spend so much time learning that woman? And now she's just not part of the story.
From Nick.
Yeah, but why?
But Nick is there at the bedside.
That's true. Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Jack names his baby Hope.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. And it was done.
It was a sad done. Because now we have to wait until, like, October.
And then I wonder if this is the final season. I thought I told you that this one might be.
You think it's overdone?
I don't know. I'll do some research.
Oh, I hope not. They've got to do more. We have all these questions.
I know. Okay. Character thoughts. Randall.
That's an open case right there. Okay. Randall had a really tough beginning. I mean, he was lucky that the Pearsons took him. He really came from nothing. He didn't know his parents at all.
He came from the fire station.
Yeah. And the Pearsons just took him in like, okay, he's one of ours. And they have loved him since the beginning. And they will continue to love him even though there's fighting going on right now.
Yeah.
I think they're still going to be, they may not be as close as they were, but they're still going to be brothers and sisters.
He's very family focused. You see his kids in the future, they also go in, is it Tessa that goes into social work?
I think so. I think it was Tessa.
And then you've got, he just started doing therapy, which I thought was a very interesting choice not to show the therapist until the end of that episode. Not to humanize her until he decides, I'm going to commit and do this therapy thing.
Right.
Which I think he's needed therapy for a long time.
He's had a lot going on.
Yeah, and I'm glad he's doing that. Taking care of himself. Kate.
Precious Kate. Yeah. I just like her so much. She has a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
She's the girl that had 2 brothers to back her 100% of the way growing up, and she is always there for the boys.
Yeah.
She is so good to them. She helps them out of so many situations, and I like Kate a lot.
I love Kate. I thought it was really interesting that we got to see her abusive ex. And how all
I know, because I was like, for a long time, I was like, what do you do? What do you do? Because you got a little tip. Yeah, but you didn't know what was happening. And after that fact, I mean, she kind of got into her, oh no, I'm really not a real good person because I hadn't. But she, by golly, now she's so good.
Strong.
Toby was so good for her.
Toby, he's on here too, I think. I love Toby. Her and Toby, they are good for each other. And Toby's had a little rough spot. I feel like, you know, he's gone through his own, whatever the male version of postpartum depression is. Jack's birth was really tough for him.
It was.
Their son has special needs, and that's tough.
And he was honest with Kate and said, look, I'm just not connected to him right yet.
Yeah.
But
he pulled through.
He came out like a trooper.
Now they're gonna adopt.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. Kevin.
Wow. That's a big load right there.
I know. Kevin's a lot.
He is a lot, but he's very
cocky and arrogant.
He's very cocky and arrogant. However, when someone tries to pick a fight with his siblings,
he's there.
He is right there in their face.
He's backing them up.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. And he's very faithful to his parents. He would help out any way he could with his parents.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he always knew that he should be there, though. I think there were a lot of times...
Like when he first started dating Sophie.
Yeah, and he just kind of dipped out. He was gone. He's a year sober now because Jack's birth marks 1 year.
1 year.
So I guess we know who he's going to be with now. I made that note during the After the Fire episode, but if he's got the kids with Madison, I would assume that he stays with Madison.
Well, I would assume that now, yeah. But before this last episode, I thought for sure it was going to be the girl from Nick's area.
I know.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Love her.
She's been through quite a bit too. I kind of forget sometimes that the same parents that were so supportive of her rich parents, then she cut them off after that Thanksgiving, and they just have not been a part of her life since then.
They were so rude to her.
Yeah, and I kind of forget that those are like the same parents, that she had to be very strong to take Jack's side and to be with Jack.
Yes.
Through all of that.
And Mandy Moore, excellent choice.
Oh my gosh, she plays all of these ages.
Yes.
She's wonderful. And then our favorite neighbor.
Which neighbor?
The one that used to be Lassie on Psych.
Yeah, the one that's hanging out with Kate.
Yeah, quick-witted.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I don't remember.
He's one of my favorite characters.
But we get excited when he comes on.
Yeah. He's been on what? He's had a total of maybe 6 minutes screen time. Where he's like, here he comes!
She's gonna go to him for advice. Yeah.
Yeah. He's good.
He is good.
So yeah, that's how we felt about This Is Us this season.
We're looking forward to it starting again.
Yeah. So yeah. Now I've got something to do.
Give us your input if you have something to add.
Yeah, guys. Leave a comment. Nobody ever comments on my videos. Maybe they will now since my mom requested it. Now I have something to edit tomorrow.
Yay! Something for you to do.
And you had something to do tonight. Being here.
Yeah. Exciting.
So, I mean, we could start doing this. Well, I mean, after we get the first one under our belts.
Yes, we could.
We could do more shows or movies.
We could.
People
could request us to do things.
Yeah. We could be the next big thing.
We could.
Okay. Are you gonna go watch Zoe's playlist?
Less.
Okay. I'll turn this off then.
Okay.
Okay.